everyone, and welcome to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. Today we speak to a woman named Jodi from Oregon. She met a man named Collin on the dating app Match.com. The problem is that she never met Collin in person after being in an online relationship with him for over 7 years. Jodi has sent Collin over $30,000 and he claims he is now stuck in Accra, Ghana. By the way, guys, we are so close to 20,000 subscribers and we appreciate all the support. It really helps when you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let's see what Jodi has to say.
Okay, my name is Jodi Ebert. I contacted Social Catfish because I've been watching some videos. I started online dating 2013, 14, and I was comparing prices and deals. I finally went with Match.com. Price-wise, it looked better. I was on there for a while and not a glimmer of anything. And then I happened to be on one night and this guy came on and wanted to chat. His name is Collin O'Connor and he sounded nice. I was just looking for a guy to date. And he was in the military, like a lot of women. I guess I'm attracted to military guys. He sent me some pics later on, and he looked cute. He looked pretty young. He calls me honey, queen, you're my angel, you're sweet, you trust me, and I trust you. We have talked on the phone, but a lot of our conversation is texting.
Jodi and Collin were really hitting it off, and things were getting serious after messaging each other online for over 7 years. Collin seemed to want more out of the relationship and made tons of promises to Jodi.
He is promising marriage. He promises new cars, go and pay cash for a house. He's got supposedly quite a bit of money, and he still served his country. My favorite thing, I guess, he's done for me is he sent me some roses yesterday through a friend in Italy and our phone calls when I was in the hospital. He says that me and his son are his lifeline. He can't wait to start a family with us.
Collin seems like a really stand-up guy, right? He's in the military, a family man, and financially stable. The relationship was going great until Collin needed money for his son's doctor's fees.
I started sending maybe $30 here, $100 there. A few months after we started talking, the money has been for tickets, medical bills. I sent some extra one time for some groceries for the son when he thought he was leaving, and the dad was leaving. Documentation for an item his major sent him from Afghanistan. Medical bills for his son, medical bills for him. The amount I sent him, I am not sure anymore. For a while, I was keeping track of that, but I have lost track. And oh geez, it's gotta be close to 30-some thousand.
But where did Jodi get all this money from?
The money I got is from my disability. I am on Social Security Disability SSI. SSDI. So I took a little bit here, a little bit there, and sent it to him the best I could. I almost did not pay my rent a few times in New York, but I was able to keep that up, and I just sent less. And since I've been moved back to Nebraska, I've been living with my mother, and she has been paying the rent and a lot of the bills, and I still get some disability, and a lot of that has been going to him. Sad to say.
Jodi has sent so much money to Collin that she is unable to live on her own now. Collin gets angry when she buys stuff for herself.
Last time I bought something for myself, I think I squeezed out a pair of jeans this year. I can't remember when, but I think I did squeeze out a pair of jeans. And my next major thing was getting this bed yesterday, and my first payment is due in a couple of weeks. He is wanting me to, I guess, return it or not make the first payment and send him the money. And I told him no. Um, I did say I could do something this month, but I am not putting an amount on it. I'm not making any promises because I want to pay my bed. I want to get a new phone. I want to get some new shoes, and I think I deserve it. I put things on hold too long, and I'm tired of it.
Have you or anyone else you've known gone through something similar to what Jodi has? Comment down below. We love to hear your stories.
If you tell me he is real, I will be ecstatic. Oh, oh God, we would be absolutely on cloud 20. Social Catfish, God, I need you to help me determine if this person, this guy, is real, like he claims to be, or fake, like I kind of am scared he could be. He claims he is real. He keeps saying that, and he tells me to stay away from scam shows, but I'm not.
After we received this video from Jodi, our search specialist researched every person that was involved with Collin, and you wouldn't believe what happens next. By the way, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get back into it.
Hey Jodi, how are you?
Hi, okay.
All right, well, I am happy to meet you. I'm Linny from Social Catfish.
See you on the show.
Okay,
Watch it a
great.
lot.
Well, I just kind of want to go through some of these people that are connected as relatives, friends. The first one I want to talk about a little bit is about Collin's son David.
Yeah,
I have photos of him in the hospital.
yeah.
Can you briefly tell me exactly why he was in the hospital?
That was the most recent picture I have gotten. It was, what, about a month or so ago. He was, I think that's the time he was in the hospital for a UTI, urinary tract infection.
I was able to find another photo that is exactly like this photo. I know that the photo that you have is photoshopped. The original photo I have is a picture of a young man. It's a stock photo. So it's a stock photo that they would use in hospital clinic ads online. It would be used for drug advertising, different things like that, anything hospital related. But it's definitely the same photo as the picture of David with the mask on.
Oh my
From when we see this stock photo, this photo that is used on multiple hospital sites, we know that David is not who he claims to be. So are you ready to hear about some of the things we found out about Collin?
I think as ready as I'll ever be.
I'm looking at the photo of Collin and he's holding up two fingers.
Okay.
Do you know that photo?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking at that photo and I noticed that it has exactly the same hat, exactly the same smile as the I Love You Jodi photo.
Yeah.
And did you notice that before?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I thought that was quite interesting and cute, and nothing too big about it. Yeah. I never really worried about it. Yeah, he's got that army hat. I don't know for sure where he got it, but yeah, he claims to have worn it when he had kind of a haircut.
All right. Well, he likes that hat.
Yeah, he was in the army.
This photo with him holding the fingers up and the one with Jason, we ran those and we found them online. And one thing we noticed that your photo does not have is that each of these photos have the original photo actually have a time stamp and a date stamp on the photo.
Huh.
The one with him holding up two fingers was taken in 2008. And the one of him with Jason was taken in 2007. So we know that these are not new photos. We know that these are 13, 12 years old. So we know for sure that these are not recent pictures, and the real person in these photos would look a lot older than that. So the photo that you have has the date removed because someone does not want you to see that that is an old photo, but a new one. We ran these photos and I found a picture that could be him. We think it's him. And it is also a stock photo. It shows him with a little boy on his shoulders and he's laughing. And it is in an article about father involvement in the home. This photo also has a note on it that it is from a news media file. So it's also a stock photo created for news media to use wherever they need to use it. This is a photo that anyone can use. He looks older in it. He has a hat on that is a Canadian company.
I cannot believe that because he was probably in Afghanistan at the time, and that would have been shortly after about the time that David was taken to Ghana for school.
Well, this little blonde boy doesn't look like David.
Yeah. Well, he was blonde at one time. David was blonde, but he has gotten browner hair as he got older.
Okay, but the point is these types of photos, just like the hospital one, are usually done by models, usually done by people for specific reasons. And these images, we don't know how old they are, but they are available on the internet to anyone who wants to use them. And in this case, it actually has the owner, which is Black Press Media, who own this photo. Jodi, I want to talk about the pictures of Collin in the blue shirt. It's kind of a selfie photo. It's a blue shirt with white sleeves. The man with the jacket has a logo on the jacket. It's a Y in a circle. And when we look at that logo, it is a logo from BYU, Brigham Young University in Provo, Utah. With that in mind, we found an article featuring this same man, and he is not anyone called Collin O'Connor. His name is William Hank Taylor. He's a former BYU pitcher at that university, and he is military, and he is still in active duty on a military base in Texas at the time, right now. So we know that that photo does not belong to Collin, and that Collin is not who he claims to be. Another thing we need to mention, the picture of him with the blue shirt is not the same man as the man with the two fingers and the army hat. These are two different men altogether.
Huh.
We found this
photo. Was fairly good and fairly similar in that it was definitely him in all of them.
And that's one of the things that they do is it looks similar, but it is a different man. One of the ways we know this is we found both of these images independently. They don't appear together. The one with Mr. Taylor appears with many, many more pictures of Mr. Taylor on romance scam reporting sites. So he has a whole group of photos that have been stolen and used by scammers. And then we find the army hat man on another page with more photos of him, and he is not the same man. So every photo that you had, every military photo, all of these photos have been reported on scam reporting sites as stolen and used in scams.
I asked him about that one where he's kneeling down by the wall thing there, and he said that was taken when he was younger in Afghanistan by a fellow military person.
Well, I can tell you that's not true as well, because if you look in that picture, towards the left-hand corner, there's a little seal. It's part of a circle. It's like a medal on the wall, and in the middle of that is a beehive. And we know that the beehive state is Utah, and that particular emblem is of BYU. That's where that photo was taken.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Would you say that Collin's life is more complicated with all kinds of outrageous things happening to him than the typical person?
I'm not sure, because he says you cannot judge things over there the way that we would here in America. He says things are a lot different over there. He would have been home a long time if this didn't happen. His accident, David's illness, the passport issue with his son.
Has that many tragedies happened to you personally in your life?
I don't know. He's got a lot on his plate. He claims to have millions of dollars. He's got a couple of accounts down in Texas. He's tried to contact his bank to get money. He's tried to get an account over in Africa to transfer the money.
The best proof is a video chat, which it sounds like you've never done.
He tried at one time, and I said
Let
no.
me guess. His bandwidth wouldn't work?
No,
Or you couldn't see him?
No, he tried to do a video chat about when we first met, but I said no because I didn't know how.
I'm sorry to say that after 7 years, with technology as it is, a video chat would have taken place before now.
Yeah. Yeah, he tried, and then it wasn't too long after that or so that we had a little bit of problem communicating because his computer got stolen, and then he got another computer from his friend, his major, and then that broke down later on in Africa when he got to Ghana.
Okay, here's another thing about the military. They have all the best technology. All the best. The best computers, the best phones, the best security, the best Wi-Fi.
His personal computer, his own laptop.
It doesn't matter. No, in the military, they use military-issued electronics.
Well, also his computer that he had that we first started chatting on got stolen, and then later on, the computer he got from his major broke down in Africa after he had already left Afghanistan.
This is going to be hard for you, Jodi. The best way to do it is walk away. No explanation. These scammers, they work in groups, they have networks. This may be one person, but most likely it's many people. And what it does, resist the urge to confront him, because all it does is teach them to be better scammers than they already are. And the important thing is that this person is not who he claims to be, because there is nothing, not one thing that we were able to find that matched any of the stories that he was telling you. So
Oh my God.
Thank you so much, Jodi. There's a
Thank
lot of
you.
people that need to hear this story, and I do appreciate you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Is Drew on there? Coming on?
We revealed everything to Jodi, but she was a little confused and in denial. In the end, our job is to uncover the facts, but we do care about these people that come to us, and we want to make sure that they have the information they need and are able to move on with their lives. Our videographer, Drew, had dealt with Jodi a lot and built a good rapport with her. He decided to get on camera and help get rid of what doubt she had about Collin being fake.
Hey, Jodi, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah.
Jodi, I know it's a lot to kind of take in right now. The black and white truth is you've been involved in a romance scam.
Oh my God. And if I don't maybe block him right away and he tries to contact me next week on the money and he gives me the story, I'm going to be stuck here and all of that. Where's the money? How do I?
The best thing that you can do is block him. Anytime he tries to reach out to you, you block him. Depending on, I know you sent a lot of the money through gift cards. Um,
I
you,
sent some in gift cards. A lot of it was cash
uh,
to New York, and then they sent it through Bitcoin, apparently.
Yeah, so like it's gonna be very hard for you to recover that money because of the way that you sent it, and the reason why he asked for you to send it in those forms is because he's a scammer and he doesn't want to be traced back. You sent the money in non-traceable ways, so he's kind of covering his tracks. Scammers do a good job of doing that.
I tried to file, I think, a regular police report, kind of a police report that I was maybe being scammed. They said that they can't do anything, the local police. And then later on, I went to the FBI and
Yeah.
they wouldn't do anything. I even gave them names of who I had at the time of my contacts, and they wouldn't even really do anything
Well,
because that was too small of a thing.
but it's still good to document that you filled out a police report either way. Even if they don't do anything, I still would advise you to fill out one. And two, most of these scams are done by people in outside of the United States. A lot of those countries they don't police this type of scam. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's just what it
They
is.
wouldn't even take a report.
Yeah, well, I would go to the FBI. I would just fill out, I would tell them that you've lost $30,000. I would go to the FTC and I would also attempt to just go to your local police department and I would keep all of those addresses. I would keep them in a folder because one day you never know where technology is going to be at, in a couple of years or, a decade. And you might be able to recover some money, but right now, because of the way that you sent the money, it's gonna be pretty hard to recover it. And I'm so sorry that this happened to you. And then we also have our FCF seekers group. So I'll send that over to you. And inside of that group, it's a Facebook group. Everyone in the group has been touched by a romance scam in some way. So it's good to kind of be around people that have gone through the same thing you have.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
nice.
Jodi, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I
Thank you.
appreciate you sharing your story with us today. And I hope to speak to you soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Please
Bless
block
you.
him.
Thanks.
Please block
Okay,
him. Okay.
okay. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.
Scams come in so many different forms. If you have been a victim of any of the scams below, please email us at sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. We'll get to the bottom of it with help from our Social Catfish team. By sharing your story with our YouTube audience, we can educate, spread awareness, and maybe someday we can put an end to these scams.